Hello, my name is Cale Berkwitt, and today I'm going to share with you how body language affects the credibility of Martin Shkreli's explanation. Unlike many of the other interviews with Shkreli, Vice has done an excellent job at making it a much more personable and up-close interview with Shkreli rather than an argument over live television such as other news companies have done in the past. Daraprim, an antibiotic that typically is used by people who are HIV or AIDS positive, went from $13.50 a pill to $750 a pill overnight. The negative publicity Shkreli received was so prevalent that he decided giving Vice News a more in-depth explanation about why he and his company decided to do this was super important to him. This video is more of an explanation than an apology. In this video, Ali Conti, a Vice News reporter, meets up with Martin Shkreli in his home neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York City. Both Conti and Shkreli are dressed casually, and as the video progresses into Shkreli's apartment where they drink wine and play chess, it seems almost as if the two are just having a friendly conversation. This could be a part of Conti's interview strategy to make Shkreli more comfortable before diving into a more serious topic. When Conti really begins to ask him about his decisions around price hikes of drugs, Shkreli's body language can be read as completely uncomfortable. His hand motions while he speaks are very animated, and he completely avoids eye contact by staring at the floor or chessboard. Although awkward and uncomfortable, Shkreli is clearly smart, and when he says something worth noting, you'll notice that he looks up at Conti and makes direct eye contact. At this point in the interview, he's claiming that although he is a capitalist and would like to multiply the amount of money he has, he's never going to do it at the expense of a human life. He then goes on to say that the money that he's asking for these drugs is only being asked for in order to do more research to find drugs that could possibly save the lives of millions of people, and therefore he's a hero and clearly not evil at all. Shkreli looks up at Conti directly when mentioning that he really should be seen more as more of a hero than a villain, and people just don't understand him that well. The rest of the interview mostly consists of rambling from Shkreli, and he ceases to make any more useful points to Conti. Overall, even though listening to this interview would easily give a viewer a helpful insight into Shkreli's side of the story, there are many distracting parts of this video that take away from his explanation, including him bragging about his expensive wine taste, the Wu-Tang Clan album that he only owns, and most of all, awkward body language while staring at the floor makes him seem like a wealthy liar. He also crosses his arms quite a bit, and that makes him seem super defensive. Conti, the interviewer, does a good job at fact-checking him with background information proving what he's saying is false most of the time. Either way, maybe this video is slightly better at giving America a less of a reason to hate Shkreli, but he could have done a better job at making himself more likable. Acting more apologetic would have done a lot more for Shkreli and America's view of him as a whole.